Prepare yourself for an epic journey into the world of comic book characters who ascended to godhood. We're talking about those moments when heroes and villains alike tapped into cosmic forces and divine powers, transforming into gods with unimaginable abilities. Whether it's wielding Mjolnir, embracing the Phoenix Force, or something even more legendary, these characters have reached the pinnacle of power. So, if you're ready to dive into this god-tier content, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single moment of this divine adventure. 10 comic book characters who became gods. If you're into superhero comics, you know it's not uncommon to see stories where certain characters level up their powers. Whether it's through the influence of immensely powerful cosmic beings or by wielding legendary artifacts, it's not rare to see heroes and villains ascend to godhood. In this list, we've gathered 10 instances where Marvel and DC Comics characters transformed into gods. We're covering both those who took on the mantle of existing deities and those who became so powerful they reached a divine status. Wonder Woman, goddess of war. Wonder Woman, also known as Diana Prince, is one of the most iconic figures in DC Comics. Created by Zeus and endowed with powers by various deities, her divine connection is integral to her character. However, during the New 52 storyline, her journey reaches a new height when she officially becomes the goddess of war. This transformation occurs after a critical battle with Ares, the former god of war. Diana is forced to kill Ares to prevent the villain Firstborn from acquiring his powers. This transition not only solidifies Diana's role among the gods, but also adds depth to her character, showing her grappling with the responsibilities and challenges that come with divine power. The Flash, god of death. Barry Allen, the Flash, is known for his unparalleled speed, but his transformation into the god of death is one of the most striking moments of the Darkseid War saga. After being exposed to the energy of Apocalypse and defeating Darkseid, Barry gains godlike powers that place him on a new level of strength. As the god of death, he gains the ability to influence life and death, becoming a formidable entity. His newfound power is so immense that it causes him to become a destructive force, necessitating intervention from the Justice League. Barry only returns to his normal self after purging the dark energy, demonstrating the balance between power and control. Jane Foster, Thor. Jane Foster's evolution from a love interest to a superhero is one of Marvel's most compelling narratives. Initially introduced as Thor's romantic interest, Jane later becomes a significant hero in her own right. During the original Sin storyline, Thor loses the ability to wield Mjolnir, and Jane, revealed as the new wielder, assumes the mantle of Thor. Despite battling cancer, she proves herself worthy of the powers of the Norse god Thor, adding a new dimension to her character. Her transformation highlights the theme of strength and heroism in the face of personal challenges, portraying her as a goddess through both her powers and her struggle. Dr. Doom, Rabam Aelul. Victor Von Doom, known as Dr. Doom, undergoes a colossal transformation during the Secret Wars saga. As Rabam Aelul, Doom achieves a near-omnipotent status by absorbing the power of the Beyonders and reshaping reality. He creates his own battle world using fragments of alternate worlds, demonstrating his ambition and strategic genius. Doom's rise to Rabam Aelul showcases his desire for control and power, as well as his extraordinary abilities as a tactician. Despite his vast power, his ultimate downfall comes from a psychological flaw, emphasizing that even nearly divine beings have their vulnerabilities. Lex Luther, god of Apocalypse. Lex Luther, traditionally known as Superman's arch-nemesis, takes on a surprising role as the god of Apocalypse during the Darkseid War. Affected by the anti-life equation, Luther gains divine powers that place him in a significant position of influence. Temporarily becoming the new Darkseid, he exhibits a different facet of his character, showcasing his potential for greatness beyond his usual villainous role. Luther's transformation explores how the pursuit of power can lead to a godlike status, but also how he is challenged and ultimately returns to Earth. This change highlights the complexity of his character and ambitions. Storm. Storm, or Aurora Monroe, is one of the most powerful and respected mutants in comics. Although she doesn't achieve true divinity, her control over the weather elevates her to a near-divine status in certain cultures. In her early years, Storm used her powers to assist tribes in Kenya, where she was revered and worshipped as a goddess. This reverence reflects the impact of her actions and abilities, showing how her powers are seen as divine by those she helped. While she doesn't attain actual godhood, the respect she commands demonstrates the significance of her contributions and the perception of her as a deity. Shazam, God of Gods. Shazam, formerly known as Captain Marvel, experiences an unprecedented elevation in status during his storylines, becoming the God of Gods. Each letter in his name represents a different god whose powers he channels. This transformation not only enhances his abilities, but also positions him as a central figure in the divine hierarchy of the DC universe. Shazam's ascent to God of Gods emphasizes the intersection between heroism and divinity, showing how he becomes a key player in cosmic and divine matters, reflecting the influence of the gods whose powers he wields. Superman, God of Strength. In the Darkseid War saga, Superman undergoes a dramatic change when he is exposed to Apocalypse's dark energy. This exposure transforms him into the God of Strength, amplifying his already immense abilities to near godlike levels. As the God of Strength, Superman can take on and defeat entire armies of parademons. However, his new form is so destructive that it requires intervention from the Justice League to stop him. Superman's transformation into the God of Strength illustrates the dual nature of absolute power as both a gift and a threat, and the immense responsibility that comes with wielding such power. Thanos, Lord of Infinity. Thanos, the Mad Titan, reaches an unparalleled level of power during the Infinity Gauntlet storyline. By collecting all the Infinity Gems and wielding the Infinity Gauntlet, he becomes an almost omnipotent being, challenging and surpassing cosmic entities like Galactus and Eternity. His power is so vast that it nearly alters the entire universe. Thanos' downfall is ultimately due to his own psychological flaw, which leads him to self-sabotage. This flaw highlights that even with nearly limitless power, personal weaknesses can prevent one from achieving their ultimate goals. Batman, God of Knowledge. In the prelude to the Darkseid War, Batman takes on the role of the God of Knowledge by sitting in the Mobius chair, an artifact of immense power. With only moments to act, Batman acquires the vast knowledge of the universe, which proves crucial for the Justice League in their fight against Darkseid. This transformation demonstrates Batman's ability to adapt and utilize universal knowledge to address cosmic challenges. Despite criticisms of him as a plot device, this moment underscores Batman's intellectual prowess and his role as the strategic mastermind behind the Justice League. And there you have it, 10 incredible comic book characters who have ascended to divine status. Each transformation adds a unique layer to these iconic heroes and villains, showing how they navigate their newfound godhood and the challenges that come with it. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the divine realms of our favorite characters, don't forget to hit that like button. Your support helps us keep bringing you more fascinating content. Have any thoughts or favorite moments about these godlike transformations? Share them in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. And if you're not already subscribed, make sure to click that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time for more epic comic book insights.